here too. I was just talking with Coach Steve Hertz back in Pittsburgh. The men are in the building and they're wound up, obviously. And though in Pittsburgh we have a huge home court advantage that's assumed by Ohio State, the reality is that when the men won their first game back there, large numbers of Zags started to converge on Pittsburgh for this game as well, so we should have good representation. And because it's an NC2A tournament, not everybody in the building wants Ohio State to win anyway, even if they aren't necessarily for or against us. So it's just such a pleasure to be with you. My colleague, Joe Poss, our Vice President for University Relations, was sharing with me that there are actually 19 gatherings going on around the country right now in advance of both of these games. And so we're joined with kindred spirits, but of course, you know, home turf is where all the action really is. So we are just incredulous at the reality that we've got both our men and our women playing literally at the same time. There are 5 Jesuit universities represented in the tournament on the men's side since Xavier beat Notre Dame. And I was sharing with our women yesterday. Many people have asked me why I wasn't in Pittsburgh. For me, where I go is where most of the Zags are going to be. And we know that there are some folks in Pittsburgh. But if we can get our women to Rhode Island, then we can all have lobster, right? That's certainly what we're hoping for. I did take an opportunity, as I have each of the last several years, to meet with the women yesterday. They had practiced, they had an opportunity to meet the opponent coach. And Kelly Graves was sharing with me that this is going to be an interesting game because, of course, these teams have never played one another, but they can already tell, and they've watched a lot of tape. This is what he calls an angry team. And I said, you know, there's a general of Chinese legend who said, meet anger not with anger, but with intensity. And I think there's a difference, and I think that intensity is something that has favored us. And as I shared with the women, we were disappointed, certainly, at the fact that they didn't succeed in their championship game in Las Vegas. But not so much because we were concerned, but because we believed they deserved it. And, you know, you win and you lose, and yet how incredible it is that our women knew with virtual certainty that whatever happened in Las Vegas, they'd be here, a host site once again, and just as another kind of particle, if you will, of lore around this. Last year, of course, was the first time that McCarthy hosted the NC2A tournament as a host site. And that was you know, everybody was freaked out. You know, is this going to work? It's very complicated. There's a lot of media issues and so forth. This year, just was over there. I spoke with Joel Morgan, who manages that facility. The NC2A has such confidence in Gonzaga's ability to host the tournament that there is no NC2A representative on site. We have a high-class operation going there and a tremendous opportunity. Tickets are sold out, so we have a great opportunity today. And of course, we have, again, the men coming up. And I really did, Ken, I really did try to get the time moved, you know. But what they said was, well, we'll give you half. Okay? Well, you know, all of CBS is just sort of listening to me, you know. Right? So, anyway, again, it's a privilege to be with you. I am obligated. My job requires that I remind you that we're coming very quickly upon the launch of our 125th anniversary celebration. We would want to invite each and every one of you into that celebration because you're the ones who make possible what we're doing today. and we do not for a moment forget or ignore that. Please know that we will do everything we can to keep communicating with you as our 125th year evolves, all the exciting things that are happening on campus. Can we do one big Go Zags? 1, 2, 3. Go Zags! Okay, they need to hear us in Pittsburgh. I look forward to being with you in McCarthy. Go Zags!
All right, I know we're coming up on the men's tip here, but I have a feeling that this is a bit of a busy day for Gonzaga's president also, so let's give him one more thank you for being here. And for those of you that have tickets to the women's game, feel free to stay and eat and enjoy your beer and enjoy St. Patrick's Day until it's time to go. For those of you that don't have tickets and are maybe wondering if there are some available, feel free to talk to me. We might have some floating around. And then those of you that just want to stay and watch the men's game, we'll have it on and we'll have the food out and the bar open. So we're excited that you're here with us